right, guys, I am back for week 8. Like in the last one, I am now a week behind. And I wrote down week 9 too, so maybe we'll get it all caught up this week. Okay, so week 8 of Emily's challenge, which is simply a random challenge, we're using brown, grunged up summer Scrabble tiles, straight pin, which I forgot to bring, and I don't really have an idea for that yet. So we'll work with that in a little bit. Maybe we'll draw one. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So, and then a postage stamp. And actually, I'm going to pause the video because I have an idea. All right, sorry guys. My brain was working overtime, and I don't have a straight pin stamp. But I do have one of these safety pin ones, so we're going to deviate a little bit because I don't actually think I want a straight pin going into these things. I'm not quite sure how I would do that. So, and then postage stamps. I can't remember if I said that. So, all right. So I brought along a couple of things, obviously browns. And this kit here is Amy's new We Folk kit, which is one we're going to be working on. In the next few videos. Those are the fussy cuts. I will show you the entire kit in an upcoming video. So we're going to do a flip with a coffee dyed envelope. And what I actually had in mind, I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but it might. So we're just gonna go for it. And we do have to do a little bit of altering here. Like for instance, we have to cut this flap if we want it to be a flip out, which it will be on this side here, okay? And then this, I'm going to give myself a second to think about this for a minute, because normally then I cut this and make a pocket. So maybe we'll do that. We'll just snip off a little bit here. Actually, I just had an idea. What if, and I'm hoping this doesn't really mess everything up. What if open this up a little bit and do one decorative cut this way. So this week's going to be crazy busy at work again. And also on Wednesday, I'm thinking about doing a live because I will be in Sterling, which I know that doesn't really mean anything to a lot of you guys, but it's a city that's like pretty far away from here. With Grace, I'm taking a bunch of the girls that are in her FFA chapter and class to a challenge in that city, and it's like 4 or I don't know, I'm gonna go with 3 hours away from here. It could be a little more, a little less, but yeah. So I'm taking the girls to that, and so I will literally be in my pickup for probably 8 or 9 hours. So I was thinking about maybe going live and doing it like a Q&A where you can ask me anything journal related. I mean, I guess you could ask me personal questions too. I just might not answer. Okay, so back to this for a second. I'm just gonna ink up the insides of the things I'm gonna glue. Okay, so this one is going to sit like this. So we'll have a tuck here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. And then we'll leave that one as the window envelope here. And I'm gonna leave this because it kind of does fit with Amy's kit that we're using. So let me just glue this piece down, and then we'll glue that pocket up into place. Maybe we'll glue. This is what happens when I don't touch my glue for, gosh, probably over a week now. At least this glue. So yeah, I think I might do a live that day while I'm sitting in the truck. Probably not a long live, and it'll obviously depend on what the reception looks like out there. I'm assuming it'll be kind of like everywhere else where I'll have decent coverage, so. But I won't, oh, you know what though? I don't know how that's gonna work either, because I don't know if I'll be able to see the comments through this screen. I might. I don't know. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that's gonna work. I might have to scratch it. Sorry guys, I got all excited, but I won't be able to see the comments when the screen is on, I don't think. I'll have to put some thought into that. I was just thinking it might be a fun Q&A, you know? I'm actually thinking I probably should have decorated the envelope a little more, but I think I kind of want it more simple. Anyhow. I don't know, sometimes I have issues with glue sticking to coffee dye. I don't know if you guys have that issue too, but it's rather annoying. Okay, so we'll set that up there. Now let's see what was our things here? Okay, so brown, grunged up, summer, Scrabble tiles, straight pin, and postage stamps. Okay. So for grungy type things, I usually use my walnut stain for all of that. I like that look for a grungy, but really you can do just about anything for grunge. All right, so I'm thinking I want, what do I want, guys? I'm thinking the tiles are gonna go over here. Let's look at the tiles before we get all, these are Grace's. I just kind of cabbaged them this morning, so I have no idea what's in there. And since it's wee little folk, I was thinking like W and an E. Like 2 E's and a W. I don't know if there's any W's in here, but or maybe even folk, like wee little folks. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm gonna assume by the time you see this video that you will be. I'm thinking of gonna see it on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. There it is. See, we still can make folk though, right? Is there an L and a K? I see a K anywhere? It's a blank tile. I do not see a K. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh well. We'll stick with we. I have an idea, and I probably should have put her on there before, but I have a different idea than I did a second ago. So yeah, anyhow, I think I'm just gonna bring a bunch of fussy cut everything. My printer is acting like a fool again. I did the update, did all the alignment stuff, and it'll print like 10 or 15 pages, and then it's back to like jamming, and I think it was just a bum computer or printer from the get-go, and it's really sad because it's not, I mean, I think it's just now like a year old. It's not even old, and like, I think it have not like printed that much stuff out on it, which kind of is irritating. So I don't know, I've contacted Epson and gotten the runaround with it. So, oops. So I think the only, like the last thing to do is just go to my dad's office and use his to print off a couple more of these kits. Okay, so my different idea here, and again, I probably should have waited to glue. Thinking that I'm gonna stick her here and put these up here, kind of catty corner from each other. Because it's not gonna matter if they hang over a little bit. Okay, I like that. Let's scrunchie her up a little bit around the edges. Take some of that white down. Normally I would cut those out, but this is a really thin piece, so I don't really want to mess with maybe messing her up. I know, you guys are like totally surprised that it's another fairy journal, huh? I know, that's so surprising. You're not gonna believe what I found, because I'm still trying to move stuff out. I have not started any organizing yet, so don't worry that I haven't filmed any of that. I decided to go a different direction. I may have mentioned it last week, but the cards were just looking a little too tacky for my liking, and so I went ahead and got some bookshelves. So I'm going to, and I decided to move her over just a little bit on that window. So anyways, I have moved some things out, but I have not organized anything. But when I was pulling stuff out, I found a bunch of pre-made fairy items that I don't actually remember making. I may have made them last spring. Then again, I may have used them or made them 2 years ago. I don't remember, but I'm pretty excited because with a few little pieces of this kit, I'm gonna end up having like the journal done in just a little bit. It's gonna be super cool. So yeah, I mean, I have so much like of that ephemera, I may end up being able to do 2 fairy journals, because that would be cool. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like the stuff that I used is like a combination of Amy's stuff and Susan Taylor Brown's stuff. So again, and Lorna Taylor's stuff. I have no idea when I made them, but yeah, they're pretty stinking cute. And I'm pretty, like, I think I remember making them on video, so. Okay, there we go. For that, I like that. It's so cute. It's gonna be a little bulky, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna go and close my glue up a second. And then, I'll just see. And I still have stamps sitting everywhere. Sorry guys, my desk is still kind of a mess. Let's close that up. Okay. Okay, so we have that. I love that. I love the backgrounding on it. So I brought that along. I brought some of these browns. So maybe we'll take one of these darker browns and make the card for this. Okay, it's gonna have to come down just a little bit. And width-wise, it's gonna have to come down too, so. Let's see. For the back, let's make sure it fits before we move on. So nothing's worse than thinking it fits and then realizing later it does not. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, then in one of Amy's kits, there are, and I think she called it the We Fairy Folk add-on. I know I'm teasing you guys, but you don't get to see it yet. Sorry, guys. It's tantalizing, I know. Let's take a little strip of this and add it to that. And we'll kind of fussy cut it down. Fussy tear, I guess. I love her fairy kit, guys. Seriously, it is adorable. If you haven't yet checked it out, go check it out. Who knew we'd get a little bit of collage in here too, huh? I'll just snip off that top. Glue pages. And a glue stick. Ooh. I'm gonna have to find the rest of my glue. I know I have, it's strewn everywhere. All of my stuff is. Ugh. Kind of hoping next weekend, because it's supposed to be cooler here again next weekend. So if that's the case, then I am going to, look at that, we're going to listen to sirens now too. Hope everybody's all right. We had some crazy kids on motorcycles earlier. It looks like we're going to need to add a little something to the back as well for writing, unless the new person wants to wants to write on something dark, which I don't know a whole lot of people who like to do that, so. Add this to the back. And I gotta go grocery shopping today. Ugh. I need like a personal shopper, a housekeeper, but who can afford that stuff, right? Well, some people can, but I can't, not these days. Anywho. Oh, and the planning's already begun for the Christmas challenge this year. I already got a lineup of cool pockets I want to make. I mean, I don't know if the tags and stuff are going to be necessarily that cool this year, but I tell you what, some of those designers out there, they are super good. Super inspiring. Okay. Now that we have that done, let's see what else we can do here. I'm thinking one of the big mushrooms. That almost seems like it doesn't take up enough space, huh? How about this cute little girl instead? Oh, isn't she sweet? Oh my goodness, she's adorable. And since it's a journal card, we don't have to go crazy on like filling the whole page. Then it still can be journaled around. And actually, I think that's what we'll do, is we'll put a little journaling space, just kind of decorate it up, almost like a label, at the bottom. Oh yeah, back to the organization stuff. So, yep, I've got to order out some bins. I was thinking about maybe going to the dollar store to see if they had anything that would interest me in that department. Okay, I like her there. Okay, now I'm thinking a little bit, I think this, thing that Emily didn't set a time limit on these things because I'm pretty sure I would be over all the time. There. Then you can put a little bit more journaling on there for that. Okay. Okay, I'm liking it so far. And that little fairy design piece should kind of, oh yeah, yep, it does. I like the way that looks through there. Okay, now, I absolutely love these little guys here, but does it stick up too far? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so we're gonna grungy this one up. This was a tag I got from a brick and mortar shop, so I don't know where she got them, but they're super cool. I don't have that many left. And we're gonna put one of these mushrooms on it. I was thinking one of the tall ones, and we're going to put it in the corner to where it can still be journaled on here and on the back of it. You know, I guess it's even possible by the time you see this, you've already seen the video of this wee little folk. Because I don't exactly have, I have videos to load, and I'm not exactly sure what dates I would release them at. Okay, so there is one. I don't like how long that is, so I'm going to take it up a little bit. And then, well, let's see. We need one for here, and I was gonna maybe look through this kit really quick of some of my fussy cuts. Or maybe I don't even have those cut yet. I don't have those cut yet. Actually, let's... No, because that's gonna hang over way too far. Okay. And I think these little guys can probably stick out of this little pocket here, but let's see what we got back here for cards. Oh, we could look at the stuff I already have made. Okay, so here are the cards and tags. I just think they might, the tags wouldn't be too big, but the cards probably will be. Let's see. I've got all kinds of little stuff here. Or bigger stuff, maybe. Yeah, see, look at all these big journaling cards. I must have made those like 2 years ago. I mean, it's a bonus for sure. Maybe I made it last year. I don't remember, guys. Oh, hold on. Let's see, we'll use, this is a little booklet I made out of scraps. So maybe, I bet you this is too tall. Yeah, taller than I want it to be. All right. So let's do this little tag, the two little tags here, and then we'll put something small up here. What else? Oh, we need a postage stamp too. No worries, we'll get that just as soon as we get these tags filled in there. There's another rhyme and reason why I'm filling the pockets now instead of waiting till later, is because there is a I want to fill this spot here with something, and I'm thinking a cluster, but I need to get and that'll have the stamp in it, but I want to see how much room I'm going to have. If not, we'll have to do it on this side. see what it looks like with cropped edges. 1/4 inch. Want that to happen. But I think I want a card back there. All right, guys, I'm going to pause for just a second because this is going to eat up way too much time if I don't, and because I want something like a bigger card here, but I can't think of anything right this second. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided on a little bit different course of action. And so I'm going to use this. This is part of the kit as well. And instead of using that little booklet, we'll use this card, and then we'll put a small little cluster right over here. So I've got to cut this down because that's just regular paper. So I should just glue it to this and then cut it to fit. I think so. Kind of all over the board today, aren't I, guys? Oh, we definitely got multi shades of brown in there. That should make Emily happy, I think. Okay. I knew it. This cutter, I really regret breaking that guide off the thing because it well, and technically there's a stamp here, so I mean we wouldn't necessarily have to use a stamp, but we're gonna anyways because we still have a couple of the straight pin, which like I said before, we're gonna use the that safety pin stamp in some fashion, I think. Okay, and this one's light enough. I'm not going to worry about backing it. Because then he peeks out a little bit. That's the problem with trying to do it with wetter glue. Okay, so see, he peeks out a little bit, so he's super cute too. Now here, what do we have left? Let's see, it's summer obviously because there's little bees and stuff in there. Straight pen and postage stamp. Okay, postage stamps. Let's look to see what I have in here. I don't have a whole lot of them left. Ooh, there's a postage stamp right there. And it's a butterfly, and it's spring or summer, I guess. Some Christmas ones, Disney ones. On the first day of Christmas. That's not gonna work. Those are my Christmas stamps. Okay, so we'll just do the butterfly. I'll put this guy back. Okay. Go ahead and fussy tear around that. Try to kind of get it just down to the stamp's edge. Not very successfully, but that's plenty of grungy. Now I'm thinking, let's just do a paper cluster. Excuse me. And that's what we'll do our stamping on. I guess let's just kind of use a little bit of this and a little bit of that. See, we can't go too big. And maybe we'll use a little bit of, maybe a little bit of fabric. Maybe. I don't know if I really have any browns or anything. There's a little tiny piece. Use underneath the stamp, like so. That's gonna stick out way too far. Let's cut this down like by almost half. Here's our Tim Holtz attacher. Sorry for my arm right in the way, but do two. Oh, and I was pretty naughty. I left my ink open. And we'll use this. And where did that stamp pad go? Oh, there they are. And I can only tell you that it's a high definition Stamperia collection. Oops. I got it off of a live sale. So there's that. Or Stamperia, I'm not sure. And I don't know that it says what collection it is. I bought it off a live sale last summer. It was somebody else's. They didn't want it, so they sold it. I don't see like a number or anything, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's just a sewing one. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And I like the live sales because you can get all kinds of older pieces for not a lot of money. Like pretty expensive. Anything's really, oh, I love that. Now we're just gonna put that right there. Yeah, I like that. Kind of puts just a little bit different spin on that, huh? Throw that back over there, and then we'll get to gluing. So, one off the beaten path, but I kind of like it. It I think it flows okay. Okay, I think we got it all. Other than the straight pin, deviated a little bit there, but I think it's good. And let me show you how it works, which I'm pretty sure you already surmised how it works, but basically, pretend this is your page. You glue it, you'll glue this portion either on completely or use it as a tuck as well, which that's probably what I'll do, is use it as a tuck, and then it flips open and you get your card out. And we might throw a little bit of kit decoration back over here too when we get to that point. But yeah, all right. So that is week 8. Awesome. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.